Football trophies are sacred. From spittoons to axes, symbols of animosity and history between two programs. And today, one of the more obscure trophies at stake for the hotly contested Illinois. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Illinois' offense will have first crack at this one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Ohio State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Wants to go up top. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Calls his own number. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And it feels good hard to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This rivalry more than a century old, with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. And Illinois now, David, they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. And listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got the quick pass. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35. Before he stopped. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Avery.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it to the right. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Hey, winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll leave it with him. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illibuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David. That is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live, living animal. That's why they changed it.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football for them to...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try to get outside. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking for room. It's Kelly. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. Slithers into space. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and he's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Here's the give off the left side. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Pulls it, fires to the left. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the blitz.
Snags it inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
From the gun, running back on the move. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Illinois needs a big play here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice game.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the...
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Snags it quickly on the left. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Kelly. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Running back searching for a hole. Fights off a defender. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 18, on to kick it away.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. Wide open downfield. At midfield, he's got room. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Illinois lining up quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Illibuck is on the line, and already Ohio State and Illinois have given us some stirring moments. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Ohio State and Illinois plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Open space at the 25. Lots of running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown to Illini. The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about it.
That one, Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun to give, looking for room. Push down for the tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Makes the grab. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The give to the tailback.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Looking for room, it's Kelly. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Makes the grab over the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the missed connection on 3rd down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Pocket breaking down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw, it's Gutierrez. Gets it to him on the screen. He's in open space downfield. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. It's complete. Breaks into the open. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Heel off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Illinois can be aggressive here on second and short. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Looking for a man. It's Gutierrez. Rushes on him. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Illinois lining up to punt this one away.
Number 18 on to kick it away.
Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10.
Military stun! Military stun!
Trying the left side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Buckeyes will line it up on first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. So now it's second and long. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the run, it's Barry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. relatively unusual. It is a trophy that many aren't even aware exists, but Ohio State will once again take home the second oldest trophy in the Big Ten, the Yellow Buck. That will put the wrap on things from here for